When your favorite K-pop idols smile on stage, everything seems perfect. Glamorous visuals, bright lights, and passionate performances. But what if behind those smiles, there's a silent cry for help? What if the very idols we cheer for are using hidden signs to tell us they're in danger? That's exactly what fans believe is happening with fifth-generation rookie group, Fantasy Boys. And now, the internet is sounding the alarm. In a recent livestream, everything seemed normal at first. The members of Fantasy Boys appeared on screen, smiling, waving, and talking to fans. But one fan, then another, began pointing out something disturbing. A specific hand gesture made by Minseo. At first glance it seemed like a wave, but upon closer inspection, it wasn't just a random motion. It was a recognized international distress signal. Minseo held up his palm to the camera, tucked his thumb inward, and closed his fingers over it. This is not just a coincidence. That exact gesture is known as the signal for help, created during the COVID-19 pandemic as a discreet way to ask for help in abusive or dangerous situations, especially during video calls, where victims might not be able to speak freely. It has been used around the world to rescue people from violent situations, and now it has shown up on a K-pop livestream. But it didn't stop there. A few moments earlier in the same live broadcast, Minseo had already made the signal once. Later, another member, Hanbin, made the same gesture during a music show's ending fairy. That's two members, on two separate occasions, using the same internationally recognized cry for help. Fans were no longer guessing this felt deliberate. Something was seriously wrong. Soon after, fans began digging deeper, and what they found was heartbreaking. On a private fan messaging platform, members began opening up in subtle but telling ways. Hanbin shared that he had to appear on a music show just one day after his grandfather's passing. Only 3 days of grieving, then straight back to work. No break, no time to mourn, just business as usual. Then came more messages. Sungmin wrote, "Today was another tough day. I just got home. It's been non-stop since this morning." Minseo echoed the same sentiment, saying, "I just got off work. It's not easy. I wanted to say I'm okay, but I don't think I'm okay. It's a bit overwhelming." These weren't just passing complaints. These were young idols expressing burnout, emotional exhaustion, and signs of mistreatment, and no one seemed to be listening. Until now, to make matters worse, fans learned about member Caden's hiatus, not from the company, but through another member's post and a store announcement about event albums. The lack of transparency was alarming, and that's not all. There are allegations that members were made to continue promotions while ill. All of this points to a larger issue. A group of rookies possibly being pushed beyond their limits, with little regard for their mental health, physical well-being, or even personal grief. It's no wonder that fans, and even people outside the fandom, have started speaking up. The hashtag #StoreSaveFantasyBoys began trending across social media. Concerned fans are sharing the distress signals, translating messages, and demanding accountability from Pocket Doll Studio, the agency behind the group. Their message is loud and clear. We see the signs, and we're not going to ignore them. Fantasy Boys were formed through a survival show of the same name and officially debuted in 2023. Like many groups born from survival programs, they had to fight for their spot, but no one should have to fight to be treated like a human being. This situation isn't just about one group. It's a reminder of how often K-pop idols, especially rookies, are overworked, overlooked, and silenced. The polished perfection we see on stage often hides the darker realities behind the scenes. And when idols begin using international abuse signals on live streams, it's a sign we cannot ignore. So, what can we do? First, spread awareness, but do it responsibly. Share verified information. Avoid creating panic or unproven theories. Pressure the company with professionalism and facts. Second, support the members emotionally. Send them kind messages. Use your voice on social platforms and remind them they're not alone. And third, continue pushing for transparency and fair treatment, not just for fantasy boys, but for all idols in the industry. Thank you for watching Dayback Daily. If this video opened your eyes, like it, subscribe, and share it with fellow fans to raise awareness. And in the comments, let's talk. Do you think the signals were intentional? What should the company do next? Remember, your voice matters. K-pop is built on fan power, and together we can use that power to protect the very artists we love.